Donald Trump's grip on the Republican Party remains ironclad, reshaping its identity and punishing those who dare to challenge him. In February 2021, 7 Republican senators and 10 House Republicans voted to impeach Trump on charges of incitement of insurrection. Their defiance sparked swift retribution, censures, primary losses, and shattered careers. Trump's 2024 election victory, with a record-breaking vote haul for a Republican candidate, solidified the MAGA movement's dominance. Here's what became of the 17 Republicans who crossed him, starting with the senators, followed by the representatives. Richard Burr's vote to convict Trump stunned many, given his low-key tenure as a 3-term senator. Having announced his 2003 retirement, he avoided electoral fallout, but faced censure from North Carolina's GOP, reflecting the state's pro-Trump fervor. Despite his impeachment vote, Burr supported Trump in the 2024 election, arguing that Trump's acquittal by the Senate left him eligible to run and that his leadership from 2017 to 2021 brought prosperity and global stability. Burr favored Tim Scott in the primaries, but backed Trump over Kamala Harris, citing his belief in Trump's ability to lead. Bill Cassidy's conviction vote earned him a censure from Louisiana's GOP and alienated Trump's base in a deep red state. In 2023, he called for Trump to exit the 2024 race, post-indictment, but later endorsed him after the nomination. His criticism of Trump's January 6 pardons keeps tensions alive. With re-election looming in 2026, Cassidy walks a tightrope between moderates and conservatives, his political future uncertain in Louisiana's MAGA-heavy landscape. Mitt Romney, the only senator to vote against Trump in both impeachments, faced intense backlash from Trump supporters. His feud with Trump, dating back to a 2016 speech urging voters to reject him, led to his retirement. He opposed Trump's 2024 campaign, citing character issues, but didn't publicly endorse Harris, hoping to shape a post-Trump GOP. At a December 2024 farewell press conference in Salt Lake City, Romney called the GOP Trump's party, noting that mainstream Republicans like himself had dwindled to a main creek, barely visible. His storied career, from governor to presidential nominee to senator, ends overshadowed by the MAGA wave. Pat Toomey's conviction vote prompted censures from Pennsylvania GOP groups, but his planned 2023 retirement shielded him from electoral fallout. Before the 2024 election, Toomey refused to back him or Kamala Harris, citing Trump's election loss denial as a breaking point. Post-election, Toomey, now a board member at Apollo Global, has voiced opposition to certain economic and institutional policies, advocating for restraint to avoid harmful outcomes. Susan Collins, a liberal-leaning Republican known for bipartisan votes, supported conviction, drawing conservative ire, but no formal censure from Maine's GOP. She backed Nikki Haley in 2024, writing in Haley's name on the ballot, underscoring her distance from Trump. In July 2025, Trump attacked her voting record on Truth Social and privately discussed finding a 2026 challenger for her Senate state, which Democrats see as a pickup opportunity in Maine's consistently blue presidential voting history. Facing re-election in 2026, Collins chairs the Senate Appropriations Committee, but has not announced her plans, with her moderate appeal tested by Trump's base and Democratic ambitions in a purple state. Lisa Murkowski's vote to convict Donald Trump drew sharp backlash, leading to a Trump-backed challenge from Kelly Chewbacca and censure by Alaska's GOP. Yet her strong support among independents, moderates, and Native communities, combined with the state's ranked choice system, secured her 2022 re-election, where she ultimately prevailed with 53.7% after second-choice votes were redistributed. Murkowski has since continued siding with Democrats on key issues and remains firmly anti-Trump. Looking ahead to 2028, however, she faces a potential challenge from Governor Mike Dunleavy, a staunch Trump ally with deep roots in Native communities and strong appeal on energy development. His entry could set the stage for a high-stakes ranked choice battle that tests both Trump's influence and Murkowski's resilience. Ben Sasse' vote against Trump triggered censure from Nebraska's GOP, clashing with the state's loyal Trump base. He resigned from the Senate in 2023 to become president of the University of Florida, only to step down in 2024, citing his wife's health. Controversy over lavish spending on consulting contracts and remote jobs for GOP allies has since tarnished his reputation. Now out of politics, Sasse's post-Senate career is seen as a misstep by critics. Liz Cheney's vote to impeach Trump and her role on the January 6 committee drew significant criticism from Trump and his supporters, contributing to her decisive 2022 primary loss to Trump-backed Harriet Hageman. In 2024, she and her father, former Vice President Dick Cheney, endorsed Biden and later Harris in the general election, further alienating GOP voters. Since then, Cheney has maintained a critical stance toward Trump and the MAGA movement, issuing an April 2025 open letter calling for Democrats to take a more active role in opposing what she views as an authoritarian administration, including civilian-led investigations, joining the International Criminal Court, and strengthening state-level resistance networks. In May 2005, during a talk in Anchorage, she suggested a possible Alaska run, criticized the GOP for being focused on personalities, and praised Senator Murkowski's approach. Earlier in January 2025, Biden granted her a preemptive pardon, citing safety concerns tied to her committee work. GOP critics slammed the Otto-Penn signed pardon as politically motivated and void, claiming it shielded her from accountability and protected her from potential Trump-backed investigators. Adam Kinzinger, a vocal Trump critic, opted not to run in 2022 after his impeachment vote, and roll on the January 6 committee, aware of the political cost of defying Trump in a GOP primary. Today, he leads the Country First PAC to push GOP reforms and serves as a CNN senior political commentator, where he hopes to reshape the GOP and dreams of countering the MAGA movement, even if his influence is next to nothing. Dan Newhouse, one of only 2 survivors, won his 2022 primary and re-election, despite a Trump-backed challenger, aided by Washington's open primary system. In a November 2024 interview with the Washington State Standard, he expressed excitement about working with the Republican-controlled Congress and Trump's administration to do good things, noting a brief encounter with Trump at a House GOP meeting. Anthony Gonzalez, after 2 terms, opted not to run in 2022, citing the toxic political climate and Trump's enduring influence. Trump's support for Max Miller, who ran in a redistricted seat, underscored Gonzalez's vulnerability. Now he's transitioned to tech consulting, steering clear of politics entirely. His early exit reflects the steep cost of defying Trump in a red state. Jamie Herrera Beutler's impeachment vote led to her 2022 primary loss to Trump-backed Joe Kent, compounded by a local GOP censure. After leaving office, she joined the Children's Hospital Association as a strategic advisor and announced a bid for Washington Public Lands Commissioner in 2024, advancing from the primary but losing the general election to Democrat Dave Upthegrove. Peter Meijer lost his 2022 primary to Trump-endorsed John Gibbs after a single term, marked by his impeachment vote. In 2024, Meijer briefly launched a Senate bid to replace retiring Senator Debbie Stabenow, but withdrew in April, citing a divisive primary that could hurt Republicans against Democrat Elissa Slotkin. Trump mocked the exit, calling Meyer's career over. He has since returned to his family's retail business with no immediate political plans. Fred Upton, a 30-year House veteran, stepped down in 2022 rather than face a Trump-backed primary after his impeachment. He later endorsed Kamala Harris for president, joining anti-Trump Republicans like Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger, citing Trump's role in January 6. Tom Rice's impeachment vote cost him his 2022 primary to Trump-endorsed Russell Fry in a MAGA-strong district. Now he's retreated to private life, focusing on legal work and avoiding national politics. His defeat sent a clear message about opposing Trump in red strongholds. John Katko retired in 2022, citing family priorities, though his impeachment vote made him a target for conservative backlash. His exit avoided a risky primary. These days, Katko has joined a New York law firm, staying active in community initiatives but out of national politics. David Valadao, the other survivor, won his 22 primary and re-election despite redistricting challenges, aided by no direct Trump endorsement against him. He remains in Congress, but his district's Democratic lean poses risks for future races. His low-key approach has helped him endure for now. Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this deep dive, and subscribe for more political breakdowns.